Hey there, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week here. So, my name is Shelly Levi, and tonight I wanted to share with you which probably is the number one thing that I am asked about when it comes to CBD oil. So, and I thought, well, maybe I can share with you the answer to that question and maybe enlighten a lot of you and educate some of you on what that may be. Hey, Kim, thanks for jumping on. Hey, Brenda, glad to see you tonight. I shouldn't say see you, glad that you're on because I can't see you. So anyway, I started, just kind of give you a little background on this, is back in the spring, February, I was searching out something to help manage my fibromyalgia pain. And I was looking for a solution that not only could help me, but also help my daughter, because she was on the verge of using prescription addictive painkillers to manage her fibromyalgia, which was significantly worse than mine. So I was on a mission to find something that wasn't going to have a lot of side effects and a lot of chemicals and crap that was going to be putting into my body. And that's when I came across CBD oil. I was a little reluctant at first because I didn't know anything about this. I mean, think about it, you guys. Hemp has been illegal to grow anywhere in the United States for the past 50 years up until 2014. It was, so you couldn't grow it anywhere. And so with that said, it wasn't a part of our lives growing up. There wasn't the terminology. You never heard of hemp. You heard of marijuana, but you never heard of anyone talking about hemp and the uses for hemp and all the different ways you can use hemp on the health end as well. Until the last couple of years now. In 2014, with the passing of the Farm Bill, allowed for hemp to be started to be grown again. And now you're seeing these CBD products, CBD oil products everywhere, because there is incredible benefits that come from the oil that's extracted from the hemp plant, in the CBD oil or the cannabinoids oils that are in there. So the biggest question that I have come across with this in guiding people on what to use, what to purchase, is this going to get me high? Am I right? Is that like not everyone's biggest question? Is this going to get me high? Because all we've ever been around all our lives is associated with the marijuana plant. We haven't really been around the hemp plant to really understand the difference between these two cannabis plants. So something you want to keep in mind real quickly before I answer that question is, in the marijuana plant, you do have both the CBD and the THC. You have levels of about 10% CBD and about 20+% of the THC that's in that marijuana plant. Now, over on the hemp plant side, you've got CBD and THC as well. However, now the CBD is 20+%, it's at the higher end, and your THC, 0.03. It's so minute that it's barely detectable in a drug test. It's barely detectable in a drug test. And so it's the THC that kind of ignites the receptors in the brain that's associated with this brain, which is your CB1 receptors, and that's where you get that psychoactive effect on the brain. That you'll see with the marijuana plant. But when you've got the hemp plant at 0.03%, it's, like I said, so minute. So I wanted to do a little visual with you tonight. And I wanted to give you an idea of, this is something I kind of came across in one of our trainings, that basically where they were saying, how much CBD would it take to possibly get any sort of effect on the brain? And so I'm going to give you a little visual here. So right now, taking the bottle here, and I'm doing the dropper. And as you can see, that dropper is probably about 3/4 of the way full. That there is pretty close to about 20 drops that you would place under the tongue. Now in our 500 milligram bottle, those 20 drops are equivalent to about 10 milligrams. So most people are taking that about twice a day for a total of 20 milligrams. That's right about the middle of average that people are taking. This is how much you would need. I had to get a paint can because I don't have a gallon of milk in my house. We don't drink milk. You would need a gallon, about a gallon of that CBD oil, drinking that entire thing to even get any sort of effect on the brain. So again, we've got this much that's going under the tongue versus this much on how much you would have to take. Are you guys starting to see the difference of really, there's nothing you have to worry about when it comes to this. So it's, like I said, it completely simple oil placed under the tongue. You're gonna get all those CBD benefits that I talked about that we find at higher concentrations in the hemp versus the marijuana. You find it in marijuana, but it's at a much lower concentration. So you can get all those benefits, the health benefits in that hemp plant, but you don't get that psychoactive effect on the brain. So to answer that question, will CBD oil get me high? Not unless you're gonna consume a whole gallon of it in one sitting, which I highly doubt any of us would ever be doing. So you have nothing to worry about. All right, now I know there's a lot of people out there that are still learning about the CBD and how it can help in a lot of their different health ailments. And if you're one of those people, please drop a comment below if you would like to get more information about what CBD oil is, the science behind it, how it works in the body, and maybe how it could potentially help you or maybe a loved one that you have in the family that has been struggling for a long time now. So it's kind of crazy to know that something as simple as this with no side effects can really make a huge difference in someone's life. All right, I hope you guys have a great night here. Thank you again for watching, jumping on, or catching the replay. And again, if you're one of those people who would love more information about this, comment below and I will plug you into some resources to get that in your hands and arm you with some of that knowledge to help you make some better choices with your health, or have a better discussion with your doctor on where you should go with some of your health. All right, you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.